Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur FARZANA binti Izhar. My ID number is AM24050155528. Good day to Dr. Nurul Afiza. So today I'll be presenting my research study title, which is the relationship between organizational culture and employee retention with the moderating role of employee engagement. The study focuses on understanding how organizational culture influences employees' decision to stay in organization, which is an important issue in today's competitive business environment. Now, I will start off with research background and problem statement. In today's competitive business environment, employee retention has become a major challenge for many organizations. High employee turnover not only affects workforce stability but also increases operational costs. For example, organizations need to spend more on recruitment, selection, and training new employees. At the same time, productivity may decrease because new employees require time to adapt and gain experience. Because of these issues, organizations must understand the key factors that influence employees' decision to stay. One of the most important factors identified in this study is organizational culture. Organizational culture plays a significant role in shaping employees' attitudes, behaviors, and overall job satisfaction. A positive culture can create a supportive working environment where employees feel valued, respected, and motivated. However, despite many studies on employee retention, there is still a gap in understanding how employee engagement may strengthen or influence this relationship. Therefore, this research aims to explore how organizational culture affects employee retention and how engagement may play a moderating role. Next is I will continue with the literature review. This study focuses on two main variables, which are the dependent variables and also independent variables. The dependent variables is employee retention. Employee retention refers to an organization's ability to retain its employee over time and reduce turnover rates. It is very important because retaining experienced employees helps maintain organizational knowledge, improve morale, and reduce costs related to hiring and training. In the Malaysian context, employee retention is especially critical due to increasing competition for skilled workers. Organizations that fail to retain employees may face continuous disruptions and reduced performance. The dependent variable in this study is organizational culture. Organizational culture can be defined as the shared values, beliefs, norms, and practices that influence how employees interact and perform within an organization. A strong and positive culture can increase employees' sense of belonging and commitment. On a previous research has shown that organizational culture has a significant positive relationship with employee retention. This means that when employees feel comfortable and align with the organization's values, they are more likely to stay for a longer period. In this slide, present the conceptual framework of the study, which explains the relationship between the variables. In this framework, organizational culture is the independent variable and employee retention is the dependent variable. The framework suggests that organizational culture has a direct and positive influence on employee retention. This means a better workplace culture will lead to a higher intention among employees to stay in the organizations. This relationship is supported by the organizational commitment theory, which explains that employees who feel emotionally attached to their organization are more likely to remain loyal. When employees experience a positive culture, such as supportive leadership and good teamwork, they tend to develop stronger commitment. The study uses a quantitative approach to test the relationship through statistical analysis. The expected outcome is that organizational culture will significantly influence employee retention, confirming the proposed hypothesis. This study adopts a quantitative research design which focuses on collecting and analyzing numerical data. The main method used is a survey where respondents answer structured questionnaires. The reason for choosing this approach is because it allows for systematic data collection and supports objective statistical analysis. It also makes it easier to identify relationships between variables such as organizational culture and employee retention. Additionally, the study used a cross-sectional design, meaning that data is collected at a single point in time rather than over a long period. This approach is suitable for identifying patterns and relationships quickly and efficiently. The questionnaire used in this study is structured and based on validated skills, which ensures consistency and reliability in the data collected. Overall, this research design provides a clear and organized framework for achieving the study objectives. The target population for this study consists of Malaysian employees from various industries and sectors. The study focuses on individuals aged between 18 to 46 years old, as this group represents a significant portion of the active workforce. This group was chosen because they are actively involved in decision-making processes and are strongly influenced by organizational culture in their workplace. Both male and female respondents were included to ensure diversity and balanced representation. The sampling technique used is simple random sampling, which means that every individual in the population has equal chance of being selected. This helps reduce bias and ensure fairness in the selection process. A total of 384 respondents were collected for this study. The sample size is considered sufficient to represent the larger population and allows the findings to be generalized. Next is our focus on research instrument. The research instrument used in this study is structured questionnaire, which is divided into two main sectors. Section A focuses on demographic information such as age, gender, and working experience. This helps provide a general understanding of the respondent's background, while Section B focuses on the main variables, which are organizational culture and employee retention. The items used to measure these variables were adapted from previous studies to ensure validity and reliability. For example, organizational culture is measured through elements such as respect, communication, teamwork, and opportunities for growth. These factors reflect how employees perceive their workplace environment. A Likert scale is used, ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree. This allows respondents to express their level of agreement clearly and helps researchers analyze the data more effectively. Next is the data analysis plan. The data collected from the questionnaire was analyzed using statistical software such as SPSS. These tools are widely used in research because they help process and analyze data efficiently. First is descriptive analysis was conducted to summarize the data. This includes calculating mean scores, percentage, and frequency distribution to understand the overall trends. Next is reliability analysis was performed using Cronbach alpha to check whether the measurement items are consistent. A value above 0.50 is considered acceptable, while values above 0.70 are considered good. Finally, Pearson correlation analysis was used to examine the relationship between organizational culture and employee retention. This analysis helps determine whether the relationship is positive or negative as well as its strength and significance. For the key findings, the findings of this study show that the measurement used for organizational culture has a Cronbach alpha value of 0.547, which indicates acceptable reliability. This means that the questionnaire items are consistent and suitable for analysis. In terms of correlation, the result shows a value of R 0.659 with a significant level of P 0.01. This indicates a strong positive relationship between organizational culture and employee retention. These findings mean that when organizations have a positive and supportive culture, employees are more likely to stay. For example, supportive leadership, fair treatment, and good communication can increase employee satisfaction and communication. Overall, the result confirmed that organizational culture plays an important role in reducing employee turnover and improving retention. In conclusion, this study confirms that organizational culture has a significant and positive impact on employee retention. Employees are more likely to remain in organizations that provide a supportive, inclusive, and motivating environment. The study also shows that respondents generally have positive perception toward their workplace, which further supports the importance of culture in influencing retention. To conclude, this research highlights the importance of organizational culture as a key factor in improving employee retention. By focusing on creating a positive work environment, organizations can reduce turnover and improve overall performance. I hope this presentation has provided useful insights into the relationship between organizational culture and employee retention. Thank you very much for your attention.